Hey. In this video, guys, I'm going to share with you 3 ways to actually attract your mentor in business and in life. This actually came up for me recently. I was actually been moving here, so I was looking through some notes. And then when I was on a coaching call, this actually came out a few times with some of my students. I'm really lucky. One of the experiences that I feel makes me unique is that I actually get to be mentored by multimillionaires over the last 11 years now. Actually been a online marketing coach and consultant, started about 10, 11 years this year. Actually, I keep saying 10 years because that's kind of been my thing that I've been saying over a decade. I can't believe it's been over a decade, but it's been 11 years now. If you are new to my channel, if you've been new to any of my live streams, my name is Stacia Kennedy, and I am an online marketing coach. I've been teaching and training entrepreneurs, real estate professionals over the last 10 years how to generate more leads and sales on the internet. And I'm really lucky. One of the greatest experiences of my life has been to surround myself with business mentors and life coaches and mentors in my life and in business. So the title of this video, what I wanted to share with you here in this video, is how to find a mentor in your business and in your life. There are actually 3 ways that I want to share with you that are really important. I think is really important. I mean, what came up in this coaching call with one of my students was, he was like, none of my friends, nobody that I know other than you, and in this mentorship that he's in, that I'm coaching him in, think the way we think. And it's kind of funny to me now because it's natural for me. I only surround myself with people who think bigger than me, either think around, the same way, or even for, bigger, way bigger. They're always pushing me to, grow, and I get excited. And whether they know that they're pushing me or not, right? Because nobody can actually make you do anything, but they can be a suggestion or a just literally by example mentoring you almost by default, not even really knowing it, right? So for those of you who are kind of new to my channel or just new to business and life, or mentors, comment below. Let me know if you have a mentor. Is this a normal thing for you? To me, it's been a normal thing. Maybe it wasn't a normal thing 10 years ago because I had no clue, right? I had no idea about business and what even a mentor was, or how to get one, or how to find one. And I kind of almost fell into it, right? Like unknowingly. For those of you who don't know my story, I filmed my mentor speaking at an event, right? I didn't actually claim him as my mentor yet, right? Like I just saw this person speaking at an event and really, resonated with his message and his story, filmed him speaking, posted it on Facebook, tagged him, and he was like, how the heck did you do that? And you helped me with that. And I ended up growing my own position as a social media marketer, a freelancer, and grew his real estate business to, he had a great following, had great, a network, and been in the industry for a long time, but helped him grow on the internet. And so some of you guys know who he is. And that's one way, right? You can get in front of a mentor by actually doing an act of service, being really genuine, and before I get into that point of how to find a mentor, just reading, you can simply actually from afar read books of successful people, right? And Tony Robbins says, you guys all have heard of this, or maybe you haven't heard of this before, but Tony Robbins, I believe, is the one who coined it. I think several other people have said this too, but if you want anything in life, you want to duplicate the success of people who already have it or have done it. And I think I came from that mindset of like, wow, this person was able to build homes for the homeless, or, was able to work on being the most successful person in real estate in that area, generate the income to be able to give back and build homes for the homeless, right? And so that message I resonated with, because I also had at the same time met another friend who was a single mom, and I was a single mom at the same time. And we were like, wow, there's more to life, right? There's a mission to not just making a lot of money in real estate, but a mission to help other women, single moms, either be placed in a transitional home and be able to do that through real estate, right? Or to be able to do what we do for, to actually have a cause behind what we do, not just to make a lot of money. So kind of a tangent, but not really. I mean, it's in the same sense of like, coming from, connecting with someone, connecting with a mentor from afar, either listening to their stories, reading their books, or even reaching out to someone, right? So my suggestion or tip about reaching out to a mentor to get mentored is to really come from a place of being genuine, of really actually wanting to learn, right? And wanting to connect with that person and not to just get from that person, right? Like really, and people can feel that energy, right? Like, oh, I'm going to get this person to do something for me. No, like you're going to come from a place where you're genuinely just wanting to know how they got from where they're at to where you want to be, and how can you cut that learning curve in half. And that's something else too, is the art of asking better questions too, right? So before you actually go and find a mentor and want to get mentored by that mentor, ask better questions, right? Ask things that nobody else actually asks, because most successful people want to help other people. Most successful people are not just a-holes, right? Like they actually want to connect and they want to give back. And if if you come at it from the right place though, right? And also be patient, because sometimes, of course, most successful people are very busy, right? They have priorities, they have systems in place. They may not be able to answer their text or Facebook Messenger, or maybe they have a team that actually filters those things. I actually was the gatekeeper, right? So maybe, be patient if they don't answer the phone, if they don't return your phone call, if they don't return the message right away, be patient, right? Give it a few days. Actually, even my mentor, I not only got in front of him by filming him and posting it on Facebook and tagging him, but prior to that, I did also reach out by voicemail. I didn't get a phone call back right away. He was busy. Gave another week. Oh, hey, I'm just thinking about you. I left a message. Just want to make sure you got the message. And then he finally called me back, right? And I came from a place of just genuinely wanting to learn more about how he started working and partnering with this nonprofit, okay? So that is one way to do it, right? From afar, reading, reaching out, connecting with that person. Some people do get, tired of let me pick your brain kind of thing, right? So what you got to do is you got to pay to play. Those that pay attention, and those that pay also shows them that you are serious about getting mentorship. Okay. So for those of you who really want to get in front of a mentor, they may have a program, they may have some kind of, systems where they're actually giving away their knowledge. They might have a coaching program as well too, which some of my mentors have as well too. I'm lucky enough that most of them actually, I've created a relationship where they're now like either my rich dad or my really good friends who I get, coaching. But there are some that I've actually paid a mentor to get mentored, become the best possible student. Either way, whether you get in for free or not, people who pay attention. I just have to repeat that several times, because that's what one of my mentors told me. And I really, really love that. And I think it holds true. People who pay attention. So if you want to get mentored by someone, if they have a program, if they have a coaching thing, or even if they don't even have a program, just actually asking how much is an hour of your time? How much can I take you out to lunch? Really be serious about not just taking them out to lunch, because people always want to take them out to lunch, but really paying for that mentorship. Like, how much is an hour of your time? How much is your program? And I'm not going to, like I said in another live stream, my friend kind of laughed at me. I was like, this ain't no swap meet. This is not no flea market. You're not haggling on prices. They charge what they charge. And if you can't afford it right now, there's a caveat. If you can't afford it right now, go out and find the money. I have always, when I gotten connected with one of my mentors, I didn't have the money right now, but I was like, I will do, how long do I have to get into the program, or when is the deadline? And I would go and find the money. Like, I literally would go and find the money. If you want it bad enough, you would go and figure out how to get it, create another program of your own, sell something, create something, be resourceful. We all have resources. We all have things and experiences and skills, talents, or go and leverage someone else's talent. I actually have a VA that I have that does all of my graphics. So I have a virtual assistant that I found, and I leverage his talent. I am pretty talented. I actually did go to graphic design school, but I do have people on my team that can get it done faster, and I do have a vision so that I can basically, that's another skill, right? A talent or a skill that I can leverage to say, this is what I want for this client or this customer. Go on and do it. Successful people think like a CEO, right? Think like a business owner, right? So anyway, probably whole another live, but you got skills, things that you can go find the money. My point here in this live stream, though, was to how to find a mentor in business. You can pay for one, right? Don't make excuses. Go out and find the money. Maybe you can't afford it right now. Be responsible, of course. Go and find the money until you can afford it. Don't ever say you can't, because you can't never did anything. I saw that actually at one of my son's school one time. I was like, it was a big poster on the wall. It says the word, I can't, never did anything. Okay. I don't want to be the person who doesn't do anything. You have to take massive action. You have to take action in your business. There's inspired action. There's like different things that, some people can make excuses about, but at the end of the day, you still have to take action. You still have to think about things that are efficient action as well too, which is another plug for the workshop that I'm actually doing later today. So if you don't already know, I do have a workshop that I am conducting in the less than an hour here, actually in the next 45 minutes, called Zero to Book Solid, right? Zero to Book Solid. If you want to know exactly what those money-making activities you should be focusing on, that's what we're going to talk about this weekend in this workshop. So if you missed it and you watch this live stream later, DM me. I'll send you the link to the recording, but it's going to be live, and I'm so excited. Back to the third way, right? So the third way, you pay. Let's recap here. You can either pay for the attention of a mentor, you can ask, and you can, literally pick someone's brain, or you can, you read a lot of books, right? Like a lot of the mentors read books of successful people. So you might have a mentor from afar, right? So that's another way that you can, find a mentor in your business, in your life. Again, I can't reiterate enough that if you want something bad enough, right? If you want something that someone else, go out and find somebody who's already done it. Go out and find someone who's already done it, right? So those are the three things. I'm actually trying to look at my notes and make sure I didn't miss something. Stacia, I know I wrote it in my last email. If you guys are not on my email list, let me know. I'll put you on my list. I have a new, actually I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I'm going to move all of my my email autoresponder to another one that I've been looking at for a long time. Okay. yeah, I think I hit everything. Pay people who pay. You can pay for their attention. You can buy their books and have mentors from afar. You can ask for an interview, and again, be patient, right? Um, for those of you guys that don't know, I actually interviewed some really cool people, right? And it just always came, and people are like, how did you get Gary Vaynerchuk? I got Gary Vaynerchuk on the phone and connected with him. It just so happened that he was actually, I had saw a post that he was open to it, you know? He was open to getting on other people's podcasts. He had a book that he was promoting. And I just asked, I simply asked, you know, so it's a simple ask. Don't be afraid. Every successful multimillionaire out there, they're just normal people, just like you and I. The only difference is they took action. They take massive action. Another quote, again, another Tony Robbins thing, right? Studies shown that most successful people make decisions rapidly because they're very clear on their values and what they really want in life. So you got to be clear. That's one of the biggest things. Be clear on exactly what you want. The same studies show that they're also slow to change their decisions, if at all. On the other hand, people who fail usually make decisions slowly and change their minds quickly, always bouncing back and forth. I've definitely been there, bouncing back and forth. So when you are clear with your values and what you want in your life, you will not be going back and forth and bouncing and all these other things. When you're clear on exactly what you want in your life and the values that you hold clearly, you make decisions quickly. I also would say that successful people change their minds quickly. And I think that's one of the things that also has given me a unique experience as well too, is that I am very flexible. So when I work with my 6 and 7 figure clients and they change their mind quickly, they might have a great idea, they'll run it by me. I'm like, great, okay, let's go and execute it. And they might change their mind the next day. So be flexible. That's it's something that I've learned to be flexible, right? But it's good because the reason that they change their mind quickly, I think sometimes they change their mind slowly just because they're tweaking things, right? I have another client who is super, super successful, and he's changed his mind a lot, but it's because there's a bigger vision, right? There's a bigger value, and he wants to get it right? But the thing is he not only is changing his mind a lot, not going back and forth, but he's changed his mind, take action. Oh, that's not it. Tweak. So there's a little bit of a difference there on changing the mind slowly. I would beg to differ that it's just a matter of tweaking how you want things. And if you don't take action while you're doing the tweaking and changing the minds, then you'll never know what you want, right? Like if you change your mind and say something happens and you're like, oh, that's not it. You wouldn't know that's not it unless you had the contrast of actually taking the action to do that thing, right? Anyways, those are my 3 ways on how to find your mentor in business and life. I don't know. Most of that was all about business, but really both those 3 tips could be relationships, life. Like if you met someone who had a great relationship, like picking their brain about how they got, created a relationship in their life and in their business. Business and life kind of intertwined for me a lot. It's something that I value a lot too. And I'm very, very lucky that one of my unique experiences is that I actually got to work with many multimillionaires in my business and 6 and 7 figure income earners. And I'm lucky to be able to support them in the back end of their business, helping them with their tech and social media and in marketing and managing a lot of different things, project managing their branding and their assets and showing up so that they make it so that they just show up and do their thing and share their message, which is another very important thing, whether you're a coach or a consultant. If you want to grow your business online, show up. Show up every day, show up, as much time as you feel, you're inspired to, the more the merrier. I always tell people at least once a week. But anyways, I could go on another rant and more videos to come because I've been getting lots of downloads here recently. So make sure to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And, excuse the empty sound of this video and this empty room. I'm going to be filling it up here very soon with all the great things, all the wonderful things, and totally Marie Kondo my life, right? Whatever it brings me joy will be coming into this new space. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I gotta go, and we'll see you on the next one. Much love and aloha.